Welcome to Sport Wrap with your host Ashwin Bedi, making sure you have the very latest sports news when you need it. Today we're going to be looking at the latest from the Namibia Premier League with regards to its starting date. We're going to look at the Chess Olympiad, which is set to happen in Budapest, Rock and Rut and City Dash all happening this weekend, and we are making sure you stay abreast of the sport news. Hit list shortly. All right, now the Namibia Premier Football season is not likely to start on 21 September as communicated to clubs earlier on after alleged loopholes have been cited by various football clubs, including the lack of a sponsor. Now, SportWrap understands that clubs have already vowed to drag their feet on kicking the ball until their demands are met. The other pressing issue that will potentially delay the start of the league is that it is alleged that the Football Association has failed to sign any agreement with a sponsor to start the league on time. It has also surfaced that internal communications within the association are now planning to start the league at the end of October. This is contrary to the football season, which has already begun in various countries, while many feel Namibian football will once again go through the same dry period they did when football came to a standstill about 3 years ago. Now, Debmarine Namibia sponsored the league for the last 2 seasons after the diamond mining company had struck a deal with the FIFA Normalization Committee that was responsible for administering football following the collapse of the previous NFA administration. Their sponsorship conditions were, however, on a 1-year term with an option to extend, which enabled the 2023-2024 season to be played as well. We certainly hope that can be resolved soon so we can all get back to watching the sport we love locally in Namibia. Now, from football to chess, the 45th FIDE World Chess Olympiad is set to be the largest since its inception in 1927, with 10 of Namibia's finest players gearing up to represent the nation on the global stage in Budapest, Hungary. After a rigorous trial process since last year, culminating in the final selection at the National Championship in March, Namibia's 2 teams to compete in the open and women's sections are now set to test their strategic prowess against the world's elite from 10 to 23 September. Set to depart for Budapest on Monday, their dreams of being etched in the annals of chess history are beckoning, as finishing in the top 100 will determine the country's eligibility for the World Cup next year. Now, participants in this year's Olympiad promise a historic gathering of the world's top chess minds, with 187 teams from across the globe signed up to participate. The Namibian team in the open section comprises the country's 2-time champion, 24-year-old national master Heskio Ndahangwapo, candidate master Charles Ehab, Goodwill Koa, Bernard Schwartz, NM Max Nitzborn, alongside team captain and head of the delegation Lloyd Dean. Now, the women's team, captained by FIDE master Leonard Muller, comprises woman candidate master Jamie Nicole Bierkes, WCM Jolly Joyce Nepando, woman FIDE master Rawa Shipindo, Kamutua Shatindi, and WCM Keisha van Wyk. The head of delegation Lloyd Dean highlighted that this event marks Namibia's 14th overall participation. And we certainly wish all our chess masters alike the very best in Budapest. Moving on, the Rock and Rut Mountain Bike Club's race this weekend north of the capital promises to once again be a top-notch endeavor. A talented mountain bike rider from the Western Cape, South Africa, will be joining the Namibians this weekend, and this will be at the Midgard Country Estate for the first National Bank Oshihavera MTB experience. Sion Liebenberg, 11 years, from Namibia, will team up with his buddy Connor Roebuck, 12, from Team M-Race Rascals in the Paarl. The duo will square up as a team against local talent for the 19th edition of the race. M-Race Coaching Systems is a cycling academy in the Paarl which coaches riders from 4 years and older. The sole purpose of the academy is to find and develop talented riders for the future. Nabil Robiati from the Rock and Rut Mountain Club writes writes that Ovchi Havera has been on the calendar for 19 years now. This is our 19th edition, so we are going for the big one next year. The race is one heck of an experience. It is the only multi-stage mountain bike race in Namibia. The competition kicks off today with a prologue with stages tomorrow and Sunday. Now, in the last of our hit list, the 4th edition of the Nedbank City Dash will take place this Sunday from the Zoo Park along Independence Avenue in Windhoek. The City Dash has fast become a beloved running event which fosters a spirit of community and fitness among participants of all ages and abilities. The event offers multiple race categories, including a 5 and 10 kilometer fun run or walk and a 10 kilometer elite run, ensuring that there's something for everyone. The elite competition starts at 7:30 a.m. with the first race, while the 5 kilometer and 10 kilometer fun runners and walkers will take the road an hour late. Some good prize money is up for grabs for top 3 athletes. The categories are 10K, elite women and men, elite under 18 women and men, wheelchair racers, visually impaired runners, schools, running clubs and federations. All right, let's take a quick break before we return with Zoom In.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
All right, in Zoom In, we are looking at boxing as AC Boxing Promotions look to host another cracker of an event, and this is going to be on the 14th of September at the Roman Catholic Hall in Windhoek. Flame Special One Nangolo will trade leather with Zimbabwe's Peter Pambeni in a WBA Africa Super Featherweight Championship bout, while the stable has a few of their finest boxers on the card, including their new addition Charles Shinima, who joined the stable from MTC Nesta Sunshine Boxing Promotions. The fight is next week, but let's hear what they have to say about this event from the press conference.
Welcome to this very important press conference. As you know, we have announced the WBA Championship fight taking place September 14 at the Roman Catholic Hall. So today we're just here to give you an update on what has been going on, and also a few changes that we have on the card, and of course how the preparation went since we started working for this fight for the past 2 months, and of course how we have been also pushing, trying to raise enough funds to make sure that we host a very successful event. So first of all, I just want to thank all the boxers for being on time, and also for the boxers that commit to be part of this event. And also we have a very special announcement that we welcome Charles Shilima on AC Boxing Promotion on a 1-year contract. Of course, we're going to work with him hand in hand, giving him his first fight September 15, and also to take his career to the next level. As you know, he's a very good high-rated boxer. He's been there, he fought for the WBO, and I'm sure it should be vacant by now, because he had a fight in Albania where he lost. Now we're just trying to bring him back to make sure that we get him back on the track. And we have Mr. Patrick here. He's an official from the WBA. He's a representative for Mr. Stan today. Just to also say a few things about the WBA, because he will be one of the officials. And we have Floyd Nangolo, the contender number 1 for the vacant title. We have Afeni Geshia, who is fighting for the national title, up against Abel from Bulero Boxing Club. We have Charles here on my left-hand side, and Lunga, who is his trainer. And we have Juan Respel, Robin Darrero, Pacman Pacquiao, and the medias. So the most important thing also is to announce our sponsorship that we got from Rival Boxing Gears in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the boxing equipment, actually the gloves that we're going to use for the event. As we all know, it's quite difficult to get those type of gloves. Normally we struggle to buy those gloves, and then we don't really get the better quality like any other promoters. And you see, safety comes first, and we also make sure that we have to elevate the level of boxing in Namibia to make sure that we use the proper glove for those type of events, especially professional boxing. And the boxing have rules when you have a championship fight. So there should be 2 pairs that are all new for both camps. Just in case one of the pair get damaged during the fight, you must be able to replace it at the same time, because it's already supervised and approved by the championship committee. So that's why this is a very great honor for me, and I'm so happy to have Rival Boxing on board. And this is also not only going to be the last one. So we are planning to do a lot of things with Rival Boxing, especially in Africa. Yeah, so that's actually was most topic for this press conference. I don't really have a lot to say. It's also just to make sure that everybody must be aware of this fight. The fight is taking place on the 14th of September at the Roman Catholic. The tickets are going for $200 million for general, and then you have $500 million for VIP, and the table sitting 10 people for $15,000 million. The reason why we always do this type of event like Boxing Time is because this is the way to raise funds, because AC Boxing Promotion, we actually don't have a sponsor. As you can see, those banners you see, those are companies that already purchased their tables. So meaning once you purchase a table for $15,000, you become part of the sponsorship of the event. But just also to let you know, everything is actually under control. We have already paid the money in the Boxing Commission. We have already paid the sanction fee for the WBA. We already actually even booked flight tickets for the official coming from South Africa. So the fight is on from my side, even though there's still another approval coming from the board after they go through all the documents. But now I assure you that there's nothing stopping us from doing this fight, because normally funds is always the big problem. But once you have the funds, the managers of the fighters and the trainers and the boxers themselves, they know how to get their paperwork done and to make sure that they qualify or they comply with the boxing control board rules so the fight can take place. Let me give opportunity to Mr. Patrick to say a few things and also to represent the organization that we work for.
Thank you, Ims. On behalf of the World Boxing Association and Mr. Stanley Christodoulou, we would like to thank AC Boxing Promotions and you, especially IMS, for spearheading and initiating this, big event. Mr. Stan, of course, said that at this moment that he will not be able to make it, but he's sending his greetings. I can let you know that from the World Boxing Association, this fight has officially been sanctioned. So on our side, it is on. Mr. Floyd Nangolo and from Mr. Peter Bambeni from Zimbabwe, who is really familiar with Namibia sporting soil, you know. So it's definitely going to be a fight against experience and youth. In that same breath, I would also like to mention that with you being the brother of Ims Moses, which who was the world champion back in 2009. Paulus Moses, Paulus the Hitman Moses. So you two are brothers, and he indeed became a WBA world champion back in the day. So Flame just told me earlier that you are his uncle, and we believe that you can take this journey with him also with the WBA in order for him to become world champion as well. And also to do like your brother, defend that world title. So thank you very much from the WBA side. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. First of all, I want to thank God the Almighty for making this possible. Also, just to say thanks to all the sponsors that came on board, all the people that are trying to make these things possible. Also to say thank you to Ims Moses, the co-founder of AC Promotions. Thank you, my brother, for giving me this opportunity. It's a very scarce opportunity. So very people looking for it, but they're not getting it. So I feel like a lucky man to be here. Thank you very much. Also, just to give a lot of thanks to my coach on my beside, Coach Lungameni. He's making sure every day, every time I'm in shape. And we are avoiding everything possible that stopping us to be good boxer. So thank you very much, Coach. Thank you to all my sparring partners. Thank you to my brother there, Shini Mairobia. He's my younger brother. He's always making sure I'm Charles Shinima. And I'm gonna be Charles Shinima, the Super Shine. Thank you to everyone that believes in the Super Shine dream. So me joining AC Boxing Academy, it's a very great honor. I feel happy to work with Ims AC. I always wanted to, but it's life. But finally I'm here and I'm happy to work with Ims Moses. Coming into this fight, it's gonna be my comeback fight. I'm coming from a loss that I got at Albania due to the injury. I'm sure it was not in the media, it's technical errors, but I'm coming from the loss. This is gonna be my comeback fight after that loss. And me fighting Stefanos Kakololo, it's also a great honor. You know, fighting a local boxer is not always easy because they know how's your style, they know. But I promise you, it's gonna be a great night. To those who believe in the Super Shine dream, it's gonna be a win, and it's gonna be a successful night for us. Thank you very much.
First of all, I would love to thank the Almighty for giving me this opportunity to be here. It take a very hard-working man to get such opportunities, and I've been pushing my whole life with my team on my side, AC Promotion, MA Legitimate, Visual Technology. They always come to support us. I'm lost of faith right now. This is a dream come true. I've been working so hard for such moments of my life, and I believe the moment is finally here. You can't keep a good man down. A good man will always rise. With the work of the Lord, Savior Jesus, we're going to shine on the 14th of September. And what else can I say? I've been putting in work since I was a little kid. And I have to break this guy's dream to make my dream come true. That's the most important thing. He can't walk away with anything. You have to make me respect you on the night of the fight, because I'm gonna show up, and I'm just not gonna show up as a spectator, but I'm going to show up to get my victory. I can't leave the night without that belt. I have to make sure I put in everything that I need to be champion. I've worked so very hard, and I keep working hard till this day. And finally, my moment is here. Patient. I've been patient every single day of my life. I've been patient and here today. The moment of signing is finally here. What else can I say? And I just want every friend to come out in Namibia, come support this event. It's gonna be a successful event, and I'm gonna make sure I walk out the victorious the night of the fight. This is just the beginning of the great man, this journey. I'm just getting started. Y'all haven't seen anything yet. It's just the beginning, and I keep improving day by day. I become better every single day. I have one of the best teams, best sparring partners. You can name them. Everybody, I spar everybody. You can name them. The Charles, the AC, Erwan, Keshia on my corner here. These are the guys that make me who I am. And I believe in them. They believe in me. We work together. We push together. And 14 September, I'll be the new WBA African champion. Thank you so much to everybody that turned up here, everybody that will be at the fight. It's sanctioned. The work is done. I've put in so much work. And like I said before, I have to break this man's dream to make my own dream come true. And it starts here, 14 September. Thank you.
All right, we'll certainly be looking forward to that boxing bonanza. Our special Paralympic segment is right after the break.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
All right, so during the Olympics, we had a special segment dedicated to that event. And of course, for the Paralympic Games, we have the same, and we have so much pride as Lahia Ishitula of Namibia this morning produced a new Africa 100-meter T11 record with 24.82 seconds at the 2024 Paris Paralympic Games in France. She broke her own Africa record of 25.37 seconds that set at the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Paralympic Games in Brazil. Now, Lahia ended second in her heat with the second fastest time of the two heats to qualify for the 200-meter T11 final on Saturday at 7:23. We'll certainly be looking forward to that. From me, Ashwin Berry, I'm going to be leaving you in the very capable hands of Ari Hogad as he takes us globe-trotting. See you tomorrow.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It is the quarterfinals that is done at the US Open Tennis in New York. It is semi-finals time and it has been determined for the men and the women. On the men's side, it's number 1 seed Yannick Sinner. He's through to the semi-finals. He had a tough game. He played 5th seed Daniel Medvedev. He beat him in 4 sets. It was 6-2, 1-6 6-1 and 6-4 for Yannick Sinner to go through. And in the semi-final, he will play the number 25 seed. That's a bit of a surprise. It is Jack Draper from Great Britain. He beat Alex de Minaur of Australia, the 10th seed, in 3 sets, 6-3, 7-5 and 6-2. The other semi-final in the men's division will be 2 Americans playing, so there will definitely be an American playing in the final on Sunday. It's Taylor Fritz, number 12 seed, that will play against the 20th seed, Francis Tiafoe. In the women's side of the draw, it is Jessica Pegula of the United States. She's through to the semi-final. She beat number 1 seed, Iga Swiatek. She beat her quite comfortably, 6-2 and 6-4, so a great win for Jessica Pegula. She will play Caroline Moskova from the Czech Republic, and Moskova beat Beatriz Haddad Maia of Brazil. And it is in the other semi-final, number 2 seed, Aryna Sabalenka, still in the tournament, and she will play against another American, Emma Navarro. That's all in the semi-finals. The women's final will be played on Saturday and the men's final on Sunday. On to rugby news, and the big game being played on Saturday in Cape Town. It's a rugby championship that continue 4 teams playing in that. South Africa, also New Zealand, Australia and Argentina. And the game on Saturday in Cape Town is between the Springboks, the host, and the All Blacks. And team news from the Springboks is that they've made 4 changes in the back line. It will be a new number 9 and 10. It will be Grant Williams at number 9 at scrum half, and then Andre Pollard playing fly half, and also a new fullback in Vali Leroux, and a new wing, Kanan Moody. He come in for injured Kurtley Arendse. The All Blacks also made a few changes in the back line. It will be a new back 3. It will be Will Jordan at number 15, and the wings will be Mark Talia and Sevo Rees. So that is the matchup. 5 p.m. kickoff time on Saturday, the Springboks against the All Blacks. Also, the other game this coming weekend in the Rugby Championship will be Argentina hosting Australia.